Supercross 2000 is coming. You want to know? Then get to the website.
All systems ready.
PaceMotorsports.com is the official authority on hardcore horsepower, and it only takes a click to get inside info.
Stand by.
Ticket information, plus exclusive Supercross and U.S. hot rod merchandise, home videos delivered to your door, and more. PaceMotorsports.com. Log on and hang on for the ride.
You love the crashes. You live for the thrills. Now watch them anytime you want. From Pace Motorsports Home Video, get ready for Crash Madness. Come on, get a little taste of insanity with a monster helping of bone-chilling spills and wicked thrills. From Supercross to stuntmen to, oh, that's gotta hurt. Crash Madness. Order today at 1-888-659-RACE or log on after the video at www.pacemotorsports.com.
Challenger. Good roll program confirmed. Challenger now heading down range.
Some disappointments, some races where it was steady and felt good, and some races that were really good. So all in all, throughout the year, I guess it's okay. I have to accept it. There's no way to change it. Just learn from it and go on to next year.
So I've had a few moments that were good. Overall, it's been an extremely tough year for me. You know, luck and just physically and riding.
I don't know, the season started out a little bumpy, first few races. You know, just getting adapted to the four-stroke.
You know, I've had some good moments and some bad moments, and just got to look at the good moments and try to forget about the bad ones.
Well, for me, I mean, it's been a decent year. I've had quite a few podiums, and compared to the few years in the past, it's a lot better, a lot more consistent, you know, a lot more fun.
You say the pressure's not getting to you and things aren't happening the way they're supposed to, and start blaming people, start getting, you know, excuses, and this is pretty much, I think it all got to me.
It's been good. Started out kind of slow. Middle was really strong for me. overall it's been really good. I'm champ again. That's all that matters.
It is a sellout in Anaheim, California for round number 1 of Pace Supercross. It's not only our 25th anniversary year, but also, David Bailey, the depth of field could be the best of all time.
It's the best I've ever seen. I'd have to go all the way back to 1982 to find this much talent out there. After roaming the pits following the practice sessions, I thought that would make it easier. It made it worse. There's more guys that figured in, and everyone's just shrugging their shoulders. No one can pick a winner. It's impossible.
Some terrific riders, the best in the world, nervously moving back and forth, visualizing their start. Jeremy McGrath, number 1. Randy Lawrence's mechanic.
And you got Lusk and Larry Ward and Carmichael. I can't believe how much talent is on this starting line. It is unbelievable.
The fans on their feet right now as we look at Ricky Carmichael. Can he win his very first 250 race? The board is sideways. We're set to go. And the round number 1 of the 250 Supercross Series is underway. Number 5, that's Pichon. And number 7, Larry Ward. It's Larry Ward taking the lead out of turn 2.
I prefer Anaheim. Anaheim's always been really good to me. Anaheim, the last 2 years that I've raced here, I've been on the podium both times. So.
Right there, number 5 is Pichon with number 4 right behind him as Velas.
I don't think I'm any faster this year. I just think I'm smarter, and I'm not going to take the chances like I did last year.
Larry Ward in a battle, finished in the top 10, 8 of the last 9 years.
You have to be strong, you have to have nerve, you have to be willing to take chances, but yet the more chances you take, the bigger chance you have of not finishing at all.
Larry Ward takes the lead. Mikel Pichon, Ezra Lusk, Jeremy McGrath, Ricky Carmichael, Kevin Windham, John Dowd. That's your order.
This is a freight train of some of the best riders I've ever seen in the main event. Look at how close they all are, Art.
Outstanding to watch this action.
I just kind of wanted to get out here and see what was going on, see how my bike felt, and check out the situation.
Here comes Lusk.
Lusk number 4 to the inside of Mikel Pichon. The 2-team Honda battling it out. The 4-time winner last year, Ezra Lusk, number 4. Looks like a heat-seeking missile.
Bobby and I both had big problems at that race, and it was terrible. It was terrible.
Larry Ward last year for his second win, and there is Ezra Lusk. Larry Ward is being overtaken by Mikel Pichon. So the 2-team Honda riders 1 and 2 going down. Jeremy McGrath, Ricky Carmichael, and McGrath touched wheels.
LaRocco and I were battling, and he came around my outside, and I was trying to protect my line, and those guys turned in front of me, so I had nowhere to go. I just hit him and crashed.
And here's our leader, Ezra Lusk.
White flag.
Final lap. The white flag is waving. Lusk is looking for his 7th career win.
I'm here to win races and win a championship, and that's all I want to do. It's all I've ever dreamed of, and I'm going to do it.
His first time to win an opener. The checkers are out for Ezra Lusk.
Surprising, if that's a good word to put it. I didn't really want to win the first race, to be honest with you. It just seemed like everything went my way. It was handed to me pretty much, and I just rode laps. And like I said, I really didn't think I was going that fast tonight, but obviously it was fast enough to win.
It is a packed house here in San Diego, California. Hello, everybody. Supercross at its best. Can the Red Rider revolution be interrupted by this guy, Jeremy McGrath? I've never seen him more hungry for a victory. Number 11, the board is sideways as we go down the backside of the starting gate. And our 250 main event from San Diego is underway. Raynard once again getting good inside position, but out in front is the Frenchman David Villemin, BarToBar with Robbie Raynard.
Villemin making a little mistake there. That allows Rayner to get right back up on his tail. These two guys have just pulled away from the rest of the pack, but it's Lusk back there in third.
I got out there, you know, with Billman, and I, you know, should have been able to pass him.
We're taking a look at the defending champion, Jeremy McGrath. McGrath is currently in 5th spot and trying to chase down Mikel Peugeot.
I just kind of put my head down and started charging. I got to, like I said, I was late off the gate, so there's nothing I could do. I just tried to go as fast as I can.
Well, now these guys start playing the slow race into the corner, trying to protect their lines, and look what's happened. Ezra Lusk is right there.
As we take a look at our leader, and the lead change. Ezra Lusk, just as you predicted, David.
Yep, he just didn't have the right timing through there, and Lusk rode right around him. That's how Rayner passed him as well.
2-second lead right now for Ezra Lusk as they came over the finish line jump on Jeremy McGrath.
Well, I knew every time that I'm with Jeremy, I have to ride just as perfect as I can.
Jeremy's cut the lead down to a little bit more than a second, as you see there.
Definitely when I got into second and Ezra was leading, he picked up the pace again. You know, because I was riding fast to catch him, and then when I got on him, I couldn't, like, instantly pass him, so he was riding well.
McGrath trying to go inside. Lusk the checkers. McGrath a much improved second round. But congratulations to Ezra, as it looks like he was holding his shoulder a bit there. It'll be interesting to find out the condition of his shoulder and when that happened during the race, because it was flawless with the pressure of McGrath behind him.
In the very first lap, everybody was going in this one section, and we all were singling into the corner, and then all of a sudden, Albie decided he wanted to triple it, and landed on my back.
Hello, everyone. For the first time, Supercross invades the home of the Diamondbacks. From Bank One Ballpark in Phoenix, Arizona, it's round 3 of Pace Supercross. 50,000 fans here at the Bob now anticipating a great race, as we are in the 250s. Okay, we're set to go. And the metal has pounded the dirt. The gates are down. Number 1, Jeremy McGrath, the whole shot. Mikel Peugeot in second. Battling it out with Mike LaRocco. LaRocco with a great start.
Actually, at Phoenix, we added a little more air pressure to the tire, try and get it to spin a little more, and what do you know? Came out with a whole shot.
Jeremy McGrath getting pressure from Mikel Peugeot. Mikel Peugeot looking for his very first 250 Supercross win. McGrath looking for his 53rd.
Peugeot doing that double jump right there, landing on a hay bale. Saves it nice.
Once I got in front, it was relatively easy. I mean, kind of like old style Jeremy McGrath.
And here's Robbie Rayner making the pass on Wardy. That's Huffman, number 11, in front of Rayner. Ezra Lusk goes down.
That's the exact same section where he made a mistake earlier. We had the cameras right on him.
Yeah, in my head, and it just put me in a little bit of a daze there, so I couldn't really focus.
Jeremy McGrath, after getting the start that he's been practicing all week, has always been hard to catch up with.
And Peugeot stayed with me for a while, and then, you know, about halfway, put a few seconds on him.
So Ezra Lusk is going to be lapped by Jeremy McGrath any moment. As Jeremy, number 1, sees nothing but points in making that move right there. Mike LaRocco gunning for 3rd place. This would be his 3rd consecutive 3rd place in 3 rounds to open the year.
Phoenix was tough for me because I was really tight and stiff over that, but I managed to get a good start and just stay up front, which helped.
Says taking the checkered flag, Jeremy McGrath. From the Kingdome in Seattle, Washington, it's round 4 of Pace Supercross. The final Supercross from this building. Larry Ward is the big name, and you can bet the Seattle crowd is going to be cheering for number 7 on the Team Suzuki bike.
Seattle was great. I crashed in the heat race and didn't have a very good pick on the gate. I was a little bit nervous.
And we are underway. And the crowd is going nuts here in the Kingdom. Larry Ward is out in front.
McGrath is down in the first corner.
And leading the race is Larry Ward. Kevin Windham in a battle up front.
I got out of the gate really, really well. And I got around the first turn first and rode good for about 6 laps, then got a little bit tight.
What a bonus for Larry Ward to get the whole shot and to not have some of the heavy hitters right on his tail, pressuring him right away.
Here's the battle for third. LaRocco and John Dowd.
John took most of the race battling with him. The track was really ruddy and very difficult to move around on.
Dowd battling it out with LaRocco, number 3 from the Factory Connection Honda. This is Dowdy's best ride of the year.
He was like on my butt the whole race, you know, and I remember he passed me like first lap and I passed him right back or something, and then for the next I don't know, 18 laps or so, he was kind of working me.
Boy, look at him go through the whoops. Larry Ward just blitzing those whoops, and Windham right behind him as they go into the triple. And there's Windham making the pass for the lead. As our new leader now, Kevin Windham. Larry Ward, can he come right back on it, David?
It would have been good for me to stay behind him a couple more laps. With my lines being a little better than his.
Back and forth now. Ward starting to challenge Windham. The blue flags waves in front. And it's Ward retaking the lead.
I followed Kevin for about a lap and a half and used some of his lines that were better than mine, and then I just charged as hard as I could when I got back by him. And I pulled out 4 or 5 seconds and had a pretty comfortable rest of the race.
Look at number 6 and 3. They're starting to close the gap. This could be a 4-way battle before long.
Windham now having a battle with Dowd. Dowd taking over second place. Dowdy in second place. Windham in third, and LaRocco's right there.
You know, I got a good start, and it kind of just worked out well for me. I tried to stay consistent.
The crowd cheering Larry Ward on. Well, we ask him. He's waving to the crowd, puts a fist in the air off the triple. For victory for Larry Ward. Miracles on the racetrack.
So everything kind of came together the week before the race, and then winning the race was the result of it.
And they're just ecstatic here in Seattle for their native son, Larry Ward. What a happy Larry Ward on that podium. There's no question about it. Okay, the first round of the $250,000 Supercross Triple Crown is about to begin here in Anaheim. I don't care what they say, the money makes a difference.
It does. And there's something about this stadium too. I don't care that they took out a whole section of seats, remodeled it, it doesn't matter. This is where you want to win.
And it's sideways. The gate will drop any moment now. And the first round of the Triple Crown is underway. Getting the big break was Ezra Lusk, number 4. Ezra Lusk and Mikel Pichon, Jimmy Button in second. Brainerd in 4th with McGrath in 5th. McGrath is in good position.
You know, the whole day I felt really good. And the track was one of the best tracks we've had this year.
McGrath has just moved into second.
McGrath in a battle with Pichon is in second place. And the rivalry is on. Ezra Lusk in the lead. Jeremy McGrath in second place. McGrath wants that points lead back again.
Well, I knew Jeremy felt good that weekend, so I was motivated that if I had a battle with Jeremy, that I'd stick with him and do the best I could.
Jimmy Button, who looked so strong in the qualifying, getting around Pichon. Jimmy Button with a 4-stroke. Now moves into 3rd. He's not that far behind second place.
And Pichon gets him right back.
Pichon right back again. What a great battle this is. Button just leaped over. Mikel Pichon back and forth for 3rd place.
Well, I think McGrath has got a problem. There's no way he would just drop off the pace that fast. There's only 1 lap and Button is right on it.
Got around Mikel and, started working my way up, and Jeremy was having a little bit of problem with his bike. His bike started to make a couple noises, I guess.
Here's Button giving the challenge to Jeremy McGrath. Jimmy Button moving into 2nd place. Took his time, was very patient, David Bailey. And Jimmy Button now is being challenged once again by Jeremy McGrath.
Oh, Jimmy Button makes a mistake.
And Jeremy McGrath regains the position as he moves into second place.
Late in the race, I kind of thought Jimmy would be a little bit tired. So I was really like trying to just push him a little bit and make him make the mistake. I think he worked hard to get in third and catch up to me, and so I think he was a bit tired. So in the end, it worked out good for me.
Here's our leader, Ezra Lusk. Boy, what an interesting season he has had. That's for sure. The checkers are waving. Ezra Lusk, his third victory of the season, his 9th career victory.
I buckled down and got a little bit of breathing room with it in front of him, and then all of a sudden he dropped back. I think he had some bike problems or something, and just won.
Ricky Carmichael is down.
He's holding his leg. That's a weird place to go down. He got crossed up and just face planted, it looks like, into that double jump there.
I was in third place. It was the second lap. I hit a rut and kind of threw me off sideways and caught a peg into my hip and broke off a piece of my pelvis bone, and had to run a couple staples for a few weeks. I was in pain, man. I had a big old gash, and it wasn't fun. I mean, I just freaked out, you know, just bottom line.
Ricky Carmichael coming back into the field after being injured in San Diego.
Whoever gets the hole shot is going to have such an advantage because whoever's back there behind him is going to have to protect their line. That's going to slow the pace and allow whoever's leading it to get away.
The fans are standing up. A chilly night in Tampa, but things are warming up real quick as our 250 main event is underway, and Ricky Carmichael makes it to the corner first, but right there is Ezra Lusk, number 4. Oh, what a great start as Jeremy McGrath is in third. Jimmy Button battling with his Yamaha mate. Carmichael, Lusk, Button, McGrath, as we take a look at our leader, Ricky Carmichael. Could this be the breakthrough night before his friends and family here in Florida?
This is what I was talking about, Art. Now you're going to see Lusk and McGrath riding a little bit more defensive race. Carmichael already starting to open up a lead.
Ricky Carmichael, number 9, Team Kawasaki. Then Ezra Lusk, Team Honda, number 4. And then the number 1 plate of the Mazda Chaparral Yamaha of Jeremy McGrath. McGrath just waiting for an advantage. Jeremy McGrath cuts to the inside. BarToBar now with Ezra Lusk. Ezra slips back to third. Jeremy, who has won Tampa every other year that they've raced here in Tampa.
Lusk just made another mistake. That's going to allow Wyndham to get by.
And so now it's Carmichael with a showdown coming up with Jeremy McGrath. And knocking at the back door is Jeremy McGrath.
Watch McGrath.
McGrath to the inside, gets Carmichael. Carmichael tries to come back, but he's going to have to go to the outside here. And a nice block, smooth move by Jeremy McGrath. So Jeremy
Here comes
is
Kevin.
Right where he wants to be. And Kevin Wyndham makes the move on Carmichael into second place. This is by far Kevin's best race of the year. Wyndham is picking up on McGrath.
I was just about to say, Kevin Wyndham has shown up here in Tampa.
Look at this out front. Kevin Wyndham battling with Jeremy McGrath. Wyndham.
Kevin has given McGrath everything he can handle.
Felt fairly comfortable out in the lead, and then towards the latter laps, Wyndham was right on my tail.
He's not going to make a mistake somewhere, because if he does, Wyndham will get collected in it.
He's been the big mystery of the season. Wyndham cuts to the inside. Kevin Wyndham.
You know, we were like around 15 and 16 laps into it, and McGrath stuffed me in this turn over here.
We'll have to battle him off as they look at each other coming over the triple. Incredible.
And he was hollering, and I was hollering, and in the air we were hollering.
And McGrath is not riding his race now. He's riding
Here
Kevin's.
goes Wyndham to the inside. Wyndham has taken advantage of many riders in this race right there.
Beautiful move by
tap.
Kevin.
The fans are on their feet screaming.
Kevin had just a few more feet that time.
And the white flag has been waved This is the final lap. The heel clicker. The checkers are ready. The first win of the season is underway for number 14. His 4th career Supercross victory.
8 laps into it, I was like, man, I need to be up there. Ricky was kind of pulling away. I was really nervous on getting up there. And about halfway, I was like, well, man, I'm right back in this thing. Consistency paid off. We just kept it going lap after lap. It was good to be battling the whole time. It was awesome.
Anybody that says back in the days, we worked harder and we're stronger, and yeah, but you didn't have to jump triples and ride through whoops that are 4 feet deep and everything else. So maybe you didn't have the talent to do what we do now. Yeah, you might have been stronger. You win the race, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what period it is. Everybody that's here has worked hard. I amaze myself, and I get amazed by watching the riders that I race against do the obstacles. So there's a lot more risk involved nowadays, too.
You know what, it bugs me when I see the magazines get down on people instead of saying positive stuff, because I know what it takes to make a main event, and I guarantee you there's very few people in this world who could make a main event. So if you do, I take my hat off to you, and yes, there are some guys, but they're young and they don't have a lot of experience, and wisdom comes from experience and age, you know, and they will learn along the way.
You know, guys like Bob Hannon and stuff like that just gave it everything they had every single time, and so you can look at a guy like him and say, you know, he is, you know, what motocross should be, but I know that I give everything that I got every time I go out there. Maybe it doesn't look like I'm giving everything it is, but I'm giving all that I got.
A lot of the guys don't take this sport as serious as the teams do. Being around Johnny O'Mara and Jeff Stanton and guys like that, you know, and learning what they did, and man, they blow people out of the water nowadays. Now they could go out and go running with any of the guys out here, I think, and blow them away. You get paid to do a job, so why not do it, go overboard doing it, and bring home some wins.
So I know there's a lot of guys out here that don't do much, you know, and that could be throwing their career down the drain, I think. And I know guys like Hannon look at it now and think a lot of the guys are basically a bunch of wimps, kind of, you know. I think there's more talent now. I mean, the tracks are tougher, our bikes are better, so that makes it, you know, better than it was for them.
There's a lot of things that are different. Back in the days, the guys could get away with just hanging out in the box van and, you know, going riding a motorcycle and then going home. They also didn't have to deal with as much press, as much TV, as many appearances, the popularity of the sport. Anybody who's gotten here is talented. They've had a little bit of luck, and they've worked real hard for it. Some are more talented than others, some are luckier than others, but I think everybody works pretty hard.
Just a small portion of the 60,183 fans here at the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, Georgia, getting set for our 250 main event. Many of their favorite is right here, Ezra Lusk from Bainbridge, Georgia.
I'm one of the guys that have a hard time racing at the hometown race. When the main event came around, I think I was a little bit too patient early on, and I think maybe I should have charged a little harder and made some more aggressive passes and got up front sooner.
And we're set to go from Atlanta, Georgia. Whoa, what a pack! Jeremy McGrath with a good outside start, but cutting to the inside. Jeremy McGrath comes out of the pack. Larry Ward in second place. Jimmy Button in third, with John Dowd in fourth. And Jeff Emig is in fifth, his best start. Larry Ward's putting some pressure on the defending champion. We've got Larry Ward right behind him.
These are similar conditions. Whoa, Jeremy coming up short.
Can Ward take advantage of it now as he tries to pull up even with Jeremy? Not quite BarToBar yet, as Jeremy's got the inside advantage on the left turn.
Larry was behind me. I kind of didn't really push too hard. I just kind of waited for him to drop a little bit, and then towards the end, I just kept the same pace, pulled out to like an 8-second lead or something, and then fairly cruised after that.
This is where you got to be patient. McGrath knows that not necessarily to pull away right away, but to just slowly put inches between himself and Larry Ward.
Put a lot of pressure on him and probably tried a little bit too hard, and I pumped up, and he got away the last 5 laps.
As we take a look at Emig and Lusk, Ezra Lusk is starting to move up now.
Jeff is, one of the harder riders to get by. He holds his line, and he doesn't give it up very easy. Some guys look down on him for that, but, he's just one of the smarter riders.
Number 11, Emig. Number 4, Ezra Lusk. Lusk just looking for a place to pass. He's got Carmichael and Albertine right on his tail. And then it's Jeff Emig, number 11, but he's got Ricky Carmichael right on his heels, and then Ezra Lusk. Lusk going to the outside, trying to get by those two. Carmichael tried to the outside, now cuts to the inside on Jeff Emig. Ricky Carmichael, will he make it stick? No, Jeff Emig comes right back. Carmichael once again to the inside. Ezra Lusk is right behind Jeff Emig. Look at this, Lusk and Emig. Bang, bang play. Ezra Lusk draws a reaction from this partisan crowd here in Atlanta, Georgia. There you see it, number 6, Team Yamaha against the Team Suzuki of Larry Ward. Ward does not want to give it up. John Dowd with a powerful move has taken over second place. Ricky Carmichael making the move on Larry Ward.
Towards the end of the race, he was riding strong. There was a tough section in the whoops. I was having problems with it, and I just chose to slow down a little bit, and he hit it hard and he crashed. So,
what it comes down to right now, Art, is the guys that are in the best shape. The guys that do their homework during the week. The guys. Oh!
Ricky Carmichael makes that mistake, and Larry Ward passes him by. Here's one for you, David Bailey. Jeremy McGrath with the flashbulbs a-poppin' could become the first rider in history of Supercross to win 2 races 7 consecutive years. Jeremy McGrath, win number 2 on the season.
I was really happy to win just because I thought I should have won the week before, and, I feel like the build-up. It's great to win. I don't seem to be able to win like I used to, dominate so much. Like I said, the guys are riding good. When I win, it's a great feeling.
From Texas Stadium in Irving, Texas, welcome to the continuing celebration of the 25th year of Pace Supercross. Ready to bring you the 8th round, the midway point in the season. The fans are on their feet here at Texas Stadium as the 32nd board is up. Pashone, Wyndham, McGrath, Tortelli, Carmichael, Albertine with our helmet cam. Let's take a look at Jeremy McGrath as the gate drops, and we are underway from Dallas, Texas. A great start by Ricky Carmichael on the inside on getting across the chalk line for the $1,000 is Kevin Wyndham.
In Dallas, I felt really good. I got a good start, and it's the first time this year that I've whole shot at the main.
It's Wyndham holding on to the lead against John Dowd and RC. Here's Mikel Pashone. Now in second place, Kevin Wyndham.
Oh, Carmichael goes down hard. A tough box got knocked in front of him.
Right now, Kevin Wyndham, number 14, is looking for his second win of the season. Will he hold on? Wyndham, Pashone, Dowd, Ward, McGrath, our top 5. McGrath starting to pick up the action now on Larry Ward.
I was pushing Larry, and I couldn't get by him. It was another slick track in Dallas, and it was pretty hard to pass on. So I tried getting by him, pushed him up to John Dowd. He got by John Dowd, then it took me another lap to get by John Dowd.
Oh, Ward passes Dowdy. Look out. Jeremy McGrath mixed wheels with Dowd. A back and forth battle between Dowd and McGrath.
3-way battle now for second.
Here comes Jeremy McGrath making a move on Larry Ward. Ward with good positioning now.
Mikel, I believe, was a little bit tired. He had a really big lead on Jeremy and me, and the last 5 laps we caught up right behind him, and I was able to get by and just put a clean pass line, just got a little bit inside of him. There's not much he could do. He couldn't challenge it.
Here's Larry Ward to the inside. He gets a nice clean block pass. But look it out. McGrath is on the outside. The crowd comes alive. Here comes Pashone boxing out McGrath. And Larry Ward gets a big boost out of that. John Dowd now bar-to-bar with Jeremy.
There's no reason I shouldn't have passed him. I had him pass twice, and he took me so far out into the start line on one of the passes that John Dowd almost passed me back. It was a cheap move and very uncalled for, so yeah, I was pissed.
This is going to be one of those races for Kevin, and it's just so boring. He's going to be like, where was everybody, and why was this so easy?
The checkered flag.
I was really lucky to have a win like that, to open up a lead, and it's nice to have one like that.
we're ready for the main event, the 250cc's. There's Jeremy McGrath here at the Houston Astrodome, and he is everybody's target.
First practice today, Jeff Stanton, team consultant for Honda, said Kevin Windham doesn't have it. All of a sudden, second practice, he came out, showed us quite a bit, and he did it also in his heat race. He could play the role of spoiler tonight for Team Honda in their quest to take that crown away from McGrath.
So we'll surely keep an eye on Kevin Windham. He will very definitely be in the fight, along certainly with Lusk, and absolutely this rider, Jeremy McGrath. This is the largest floor that they're able to operate on. Keep an eye on the gate. McGrath down that inside. You ride back in the pack.
This is the view from Tim Ferry. He's back in the pack, but out front it is Jeremy McGrath and Windham side by side. Windham got the edge, Paul.
Got more than an edge as he pushes ahead of Jeremy McGrath. Windham leads this thing. Windham leads. McGrath second. Here comes the rest of the field.
But Jeremy is starting to pick up the pace through there with that right side, just inching up ever so slightly, worrying Kevin Windham a little bit.
The fight's back at the front. Just suddenly, Jeremy McGrath moves forward. He challenges Windham. It's a battle for first with 14 to go. And look at this. He's right on him now. Again, slower rider's the factor, but Jeremy decided that I'm not going to chance that other side. I'm going to stay exactly where he is.
I made a couple mistakes, and he capitalized on them and kind of changed the whole momentum of the race.
Kevin makes a mistake.
Oh, and the mistake is taken advantage by Jeremy McGrath as he motors past Yamaha back to the front. Honda falls to second. White flag comes out. One more lap to go.
He's approaching the triple.
Wow!
Lays it over for the people. Flash bulbs going off.
Jeremy McGrath, here he comes. There's the checkered flag. Look at that! Ho-ho!
I mean, I got a great start out there, and Kevin got around me right away and just kind of put pressure on him and forced him into making a mistake. And then it seemed like he ran out of gas and couldn't race the whole 20 laps at speed, and that's where I was able to get him.
Metrodome, long known for sellouts, is alive and ready to see if Jeremy McGrath can continue his phenomenal win streak here. Most of the fans' eyes right now are on number one, on the Mazda Chaparral Yamaha, Jeremy McGrath. And we're off and running. Ricky Carmichael getting a slight edge, but McGrath is to the inside. Let's see where they come out of that turn. It's Ricky Carmichael and Robbie Reynard. Ricky Carmichael in the lead with Reynard in second. McGrath right where he wants to be in third.
Lusk is also right there along with Larry Ward and Albertine.
Ward just passed him for fourth. Ezra Lusk now in fifth.
I mentioned Steve Lau. There goes McGrath already.
Wasting no time. The cheers from the stands. Jeremy McGrath is our quick leader before the first lap is over.
A mistake by Carmichael right there. Got sideways. They talked about that loose soil getting shuffled around.
And Robbie Reynard took advantage of it.
And so did Larry Ward right there to the inside. So one mistake cost Carmichael 2 positions.
McGrath well on the way to victory. Our real battle right now is going to be for second, third, and fourth. Team Honda's Sebastian Tortelli, number 44. Looking to get by. Oh, and a gutsy move right in front of Ricky Carmichael, and Carmichael goes down. Not what Ricky Carmichael needed with a very sore hip.
We both passed Carmichael early in the race, and Robbie was riding real strong.
Here comes Larry Ward to the inside, and Robbie Reynard for second place. Larry Ward. Mike LaRocco trying to get in front of Robbie Reynard now. They've got the Lamper to deal with, as Lusk has moved up to 11th. right now. Here's LaRocco putting the pressure on Larry Ward.
There was one really hard double jump on that track, and the last 3 laps in a row, lap riders rolled it in front of me. Ricky Carmichael was one of them, and I wasn't able to jump it, and Mike jumped it anyway, even with the riders, and he got real close.
Cuts to the inside. He's got Larry Ward on the angle. Ward sneaks through. Oh my goodness, what a move by Larry Ward.
We had Larry a few times, but the track was tight. Like I said, it was a short race, and I caught him at the end, but not quite enough time to get around him.
Here's our leader, Jeremy McGrath. He's taking away with it. Jeremy McGrath, 1 turn away from 6 out of 6. The checkers for Jeremy.
Larry Ward hangs on.
Ward second, LaRocco third. Thousands of flashbulbs popping here at the Metrodome.
Nice work in the beginning, huh? Jeez, dude, I went around you guys so fast. That's what we need. Out of there.
Oh, this is Corey.
I need some freaking chapstick, dude. That's awesome, dude.
Mike LaRocco, 6 podiums this year, David Bailey. Very consistent.
Well, I'm going to sound like a broken record. I know he's happy to be up there on the podium, but he'd be a lot happier to pick up a win. Even if it's just one win, it does so much for your confidence. We've seen riders get that win and then go on a roll, and that's what Mike needs right now to try to close the gap on McGrath and take some confidence through the rest of the season, indoors and out. This race has the potential, the first corner rather, has the potential to make something interesting happen, and we could see a new winner.
And we're off and running in St. Louis. McGrath to the inside. Make sure he doesn't overshoots it this time. But cutting in front of him is Mike LaRocco.
St. Louis, you know, I did get the whole shot there, but that was the kind of start where the inside was really important.
It is LaRocco in the lead. My goodness gracious. A guy who for years has had trouble with good starts in Supercross, has had better starts this year, and he's out in front with his greatest start in his Supercross career.
Goes all the way to the outside, leaves the door wide open, knowing that he can still hold on to that lead coming out.
Here in the early going is LaRocco, McGrath, Pichon, Ward, and Raynard.
Didn't feel real comfortable, but not too bad. I hadn't been in the lead probably all year or even much in the last 3.
Out in front, number 3, second in points. He's been so hungry for a victory this year. Larry Ward in a battle with Pichon for third. It's Ward, number 7, taking third, but Pichon comes right back on him, squeezes him into the corner.
Watch how fast LaRocco goes through the whoop section. He's so much faster through there than Jeremy because he does go to the outside. He can afford to go a little wider there. Uh-oh, Larry Ward's gone down. It's at the exit of the sand section. Everybody goes by to the rear of the field now.
He's in 16th. Here's the battle for the lead as they go through the sand trap. And LaRocco hold off the greatest rider of the game.
When I decided I wanted to pass him, I got really, really close in a section in the back, and where he was going outside and I was going inside, and I just went on the inside and passed him.
He takes over the lead. Jeremy McGrath back in the lead. Here comes LaRocco going wide. LaRocco now in second place. I didn't expect Jeremy to make the move there, but it sure was a great one.
I actually felt better in second, and I was pressuring him and trying to stay with him to make a pass at the end, but I ran into some lap traffic, and that didn't happen. But I felt good riding there. I felt smooth again, and I felt ready to try again next week.
Jeremy McGrath has reestablished himself as the leader in the race.
After I passed him, I wasn't really getting away from him, and I think I took the win with maybe 2-second cushion, so it was a tough race. He definitely kept me honest.
Jeremy McGrath looking for his 6th win of the year, his 4th in a row. He had 4 in a row last year. That was his longest win streak last year. Jeremy McGrath, the checkers, for his 58th career win. He's only 2 wins away from 60. The fans here in the Silver Dome, they're anticipating a great 250 main event as we look forward to it.
I put a lot of pressure on myself to get the start. I came flying out of the gate. It was probably one of the best starts I've had all year.
The board is sideways. They'll start revving them up, and the gate will drop now any second. And our main event from the Superdome in Pontiac is underway. McGrath, the hole shot. And Ezra Lusk is behind him with Jimmy Button to Lusk's outside. Coming through the inside and moving into second place is Robbie Raynard, number 17. Boy, what a turnaround this would be for Robbie Raynard if he can hold on out front.
Look at Lusk.
Lusk puts on a burst of speed to pass Larry Ward to move into third.
Actually, Larry got by me on the first lap, and he was riding really good there early on, and I knew it was going to be a long race. The lap times were well over a minute, and I just wanted to pace myself, but then again, I didn't want those guys to get away.
This great venue for Supercross. We're taking a look at the leader, Jeremy McGrath, and Robbie Raynard is putting some heat on the champion. Out of the stands they go. Jeremy McGrath and Robbie Raynard making a race of it now.
We kind of got a good lead, like right off. You know, me, McGrath, and Lusk kind of, you know, split from everybody else. So it kind of made it a little bit easier. I could kind of relax when I was, you know, by myself.
Tony Berluti may have held that board out just a little too far, because no sooner did Jeremy McGrath see that if he looks ready, take him board, that he took off.
He was right on my tail. I knew he was there, but I also know his track record. He can't race 20 laps with the leaders.
Morocco's 5 seconds behind Pashon as Pashon looking for the opportunity to cut in front of Larry Ward.
I've had a problem with arm pump this whole year. I don't know if it's a setting problem or something I'm doing, eating or what, but you know, you just can't feel your hands, your arms are so tight you can't do anything. I was just disgusted with that, knowing that I'm that close to being able to win.
Morocco gets around Larry Ward right there. So Ward is not comfortable through that section. That's where he loses all of his time.
As we take a look at the battle for second place now, Robbie Raynard has got the pressure from behind from Ezra Lusk.
I had been sitting back there for a little while, and I wasn't really ready to make my charge yet. I was still kind of getting everything together, and I seen Robbie fading a little bit, so I wanted to get by him as quick as I could and not let him hold me up.
Here comes Ezra Lusk. Ezra Lusk moving into second. A good move by Ezra Lusk to get around Robbie Raynard. So Raynard now holding on, trying to get that final podium spot. Jeremy McGrath takes the checkered flag. Ezra Lusk in second. But Jeremy McGrath, his 7th win of the year, his 59th career win. 5 in a row, besting his longest win streak of last year, and ties him with 4 wins at Pontiac. McGrath, a big favorite, as you can tell, from the fans here in Pontiac. Wrapping up the title early is nothing new for Jeremy, as he's going to try that tonight.
This will be my 6th time, so I'm kind of used to it. So I don't think I'm really feeling any different certain way. I want to win tonight just like I do want to win every other night. You know, like I've always said in the past, if you win races and if you don't worry about anything else and you just win races, you know, the championships are going to come and the money's going to come and everything else is going to come. And that's what I'm doing. I love to win more than anything, and that's why I'm here tonight.
It's get nervous time. The main event from New Orleans, Louisiana is underway. Larry Ward gets the hole shot, but Ezra Lusk puts a burst of speed to take the lead.
There's a swap meet in that first corner. There's Larocco, Button, Huffman, Lampson, Albertine. McGrath just escaped that.
Ezra Lusk, our leader, over the finish line. Jump with Larry Ward right on his tail.
Week in and week out, I think me just going for it, giving it my best is what is going to end up being the best for me.
And now Carmichael has lost a little bit of time to both those guys, having to deal with that big number 1.
We have the makings of a great finish here at New Orleans right now. Ezra Lusk, not known for giving up leads.
I just want to end this year on a good note, and so I come in next year swinging.
Here comes Carmichael and Jeremy McGrath. McGrath to the outside. Oh, what a move by Jeremy, moving into 3rd place.
I don't know. When I get my mind set on something, it's pretty set.
Here comes Jeremy McGrath working on Larry Ward. Ward stumbling a bit. Jeremy McGrath brings the crowd alive. Jeremy McGrath hops by Larry Ward. Incredible. Ezra Lusk just one turn away from his 4th win of the season, equaling last year's total, his 10th career victory. Ezra Lusk gets the checkered flag, but here comes the champion, Jeremy McGrath.
Once again, he kind of steals Ezra's thunder a little bit. Ezra rode a great race, but here we are looking at an amazing rider.
The race overall wasn't that good, but it feels great to be champion again.
The champion takes his mechanic on a ride around this great venue, the Superdome in New Orleans.
You just won your 6th Supercross title in 7 years.
And their sportsmanship at its best. Ezra Lusk wins the battle. Jeremy McGrath wins the war as Ezra Lusk takes the victory here in New Orleans Superdome.
Nerves out there. Contradicting what I said earlier, pretty much.
Why?
I was a ball of nerves. I don't know. I just was screwing up out there, making mistakes, and the race itself wasn't that good for me. Big picture's good though. That's what I'm going to celebrate for.
While Larocco and McGrath try to work their way forward. Number 1, Jeremy McGrath. Can he be beaten? There are a bunch of guys that want to have a say about the winner of this event. He seems to be unbeatable, but there are others that are ready to disprove that theory. 30 board tells them 30 seconds to go. They'll turn it sideways. They'll be ready to go. McGrath is focused. Larocco is ready to go. Everyone is at the gate. Signboard sideways now. Here we go. Oh, they stream tight into the corner. Several off the side, several just before that.
McGrath, Larry Ward, Larocco are all down in the first corner.
So all the key players that we have mentioned are out and well behind now. So it's going to be catch-up.
Looked to me like the pace of Lusk in his heat race was a little bit faster than that of McGrath. He didn't have to come through the pack, which helped, but Lusk was the only guy that I thought could challenge McGrath. Now a lot of riders can with McGrath coming from behind.
So back at the front, 31, Huffman challenge. Lusk gets him. So the red number 4, Lusk goes to the front of the field.
I really wanted to get by quick. I didn't want to waste any time, and I didn't want people to catch up and put pressure on me. And I just wanted to get around Damon and try to pull a lead. And after the heat race, I felt really confident that I could do that, and that's what I did.
Being challenged by Mikel Pichon of France. Huffman, the early leaders, drop back to 3rd.
I've been riding behind his driver I think more than anybody else. At one point, I thought maybe I would get him. He almost crashed one or twice, but. His rider has won a lot of races before, and he charged really hard until the end, and I couldn't get him.
We started the run with an incident that took out a couple of the key players, put them well back in the field. We watch them now. One is the newly crowned champion, 6-time champion, Jeremy McGrath. Mike Larocco, the other, on number 3, just ahead of him. So it is Ezra Lusk out in front.
McGrath has moved to 7th. And he is passing riders not 1 at a time, but 2 and 3 at a time.
I had like 5 guys passed, and then I fell, and they all passed me back. So it took me about 3 laps longer to pass all those guys back. And it wasn't really a customary finish for me. I mean, I got 4th, but I thought I was hauling ass out there anyway.
Here's McGrath beginning to work on Nathan Ramsey. This is the battle for 4th.
Never say never with McGrath. He can work magic just because he never gives up. He's so aggressive every inch of the racetrack, which makes the riders in front of him nervous. He just carves through them like they're not even there.
Here comes McGrath around him. And Unbelievable now in fourth. There goes Lusk, Hisham in second place.
Here comes
22 Perry is third.
There he
There's
is.
McGrath, 21 seconds to make up. 1 to go for Georgia's Ezra Lusk on the Honda. You saw him win on ABC a year ago at Dallas. Here he is again. Now he takes a look for a little show-off as he runs for the checkered. Ezra Lusk on the Honda has taken the win.
McGrath has a reason to smile too. He hates to lose, but what a ride.
Miguel Pichon finished in second, followed by Ferry. Here is McGrath finishing in fourth place. So the win at Indianapolis is taken by Ezra Lusk, the winner of the 250cc main and the Vans Triple Crown, and it's $25,000.
Boyd Stadium. It's the final round of Supercross, bringing the curtain down on the 25th anniversary year of Pace Supercross. Ricky Carmichael hoping to contend. Jimmy Button, Jeff Emmy.
Larry Ward sure looks good. Albertine looks good. Henry could get a start. It'd be tough to pass. I know Carmichael really like to turn his season around and get a win before it's over with, but they got to beat these guys, and they were awesome in their heats.
Here's the two hot ones right now. The board is sideways. We're about set for this gate to drop for the 250. The final race of the 99 season is underway. Ezra Lusk to the inside gets the whole shot. Number 4 for Team Honda. Jeremy McGrath is right there setting the scene for a great battle here in Las Vegas.
This couldn't be any better. You got Larry Ward and Emick duking it out for third. McGrath will go to work right away. He's already got the inside.
Oh, the crowd is just going crazy. Lusk having trouble, tries to save it Superman style. Larry Ward moves into second place. There's Ricky Carmichael, number 9. Here's Ezra Lusk, makes the move on Larry Ward, and he's back where he wants to be.
Wow, he took the inside, made the block pass, and still did the triple arc. That's talent. That's desire right there. He knows that if he doesn't jump that triple, he's going to lose more time to McGrath. He wants to win.
Carmichael having some crash problems earlier, then got conservative, now comes back aggressive.
He's had a roller coaster of emotion. He started out wanting to win everything, knowing that he could. He had the speed, but he didn't have the experience on the 250. And then he just started shooting for the top 5. Now he's back trying to get a win.
Here comes Ricky Carmichael once again on those vicious ropes. Oh, Ricky!
Oh, he landed.
Oh, and he gets smacked very hard. It was Albertine that came by and looked like it hit him right in the helmet. Here's Jeff Emig, and he's starting to pull it up. Jeff Emig is doing a good job. He's in 4th, and he's making a move on Larry Ward, trying to make the first Kawasaki podium of the year. Our only battle in round number 16 of Pace Supercross. Larry Ward with 3 career victories. Look at Emig coming to the inside, shows the wheel. Ward wants to make sure he doesn't go down. Ward wants to come back on Jeff Emig. Nice move by Jeff.
It was a nice move, and because he didn't go in there and make contact, I think Larry gave him a little bit of a break in that next corner. It looked like Larry could have gone in there and made a pass. I don't think Emig would have liked it.
With less than 4 laps to go, Jeremy McGrath has a 14-second lead. Here comes Larry Ward back on Jeff Emig. Emig shut the door on him on the corner.
Boy, Emig was going nowhere, and all of a sudden he felt he could hear Larry, and he just sped up. Made sure he got to that corner first.
Into the lappers, Boss number 28. Oh, Emig gets a fishtail. Ward trying to take advantage.
You see how quick Emig was to get back to that inside, though. If he didn't do it, he'd have been passed.
This would be the most wins for Jeremy McGrath in his season since his famous 96 season when he went 14 out of 15.
Even when the guy just rides around casual, he does things cool. He just skated through that corner. Randy Lawrence with a smiling face.
McGrath is only 1 turn and a few yards away from his 60th career Supercross victory. Jeremy McGrath. The fireworks have been lit, and they are taking it off. Here's the medal for third.
Look at how close they've gotten to Ezra.
Ezra Lusk right in front of Emig. And the checkers for Ezra in second place. Emig gets on the podium. I wonder if somebody in the stands is saying, how do you get all that hair under the helmet? Jeremy McGrath ending the 25th anniversary season of Pace Supercross with a landmark victory, his 60th career Supercross victory. He dominated both his heat race and the main event.
I wanted to clear up the little thing about when we start together that he beats me. So, you know, felt really good tonight. My bike was working excellent. Hats off to Chaparral Moss, the Yamaha. And they can think about that one for the summer.
I just want to shake your hand. Can I stay? I don't want to let go.
Okay. Give me that microphone. All right, come on. Okay, tell me about the race. The race sucked. Pace sucks. This place sucks. I need to have some champagne.
Ekman's got a great start. He's got the whole shot. Oh, my goodness gracious. Look at him go through the whoops. He's got the edge on Raider. Here comes McGrath. Oh, he does a neck right in McGrath's face. Oh, incredible. Ekman's on the way.
It's going to be hard. Race, be careful. Don't really go together too well. No, I didn't graduate high school.
Whoa.
There's a good shot. Get that camera out of here. Knock y'all off. We're all shy.
Minneapolis? That was a while ago. I'm trying to think. What track was Minneapolis?
What, six times? 6 times Minneapolis?
Yeah. I think I've never lost it, but I still don't remember the race. It's been a while. What was the next one?
St. Louis.
St. Louis, okay. St. Louis was where I beat Mike Morocco, right?
Yeah, you crushed Morocco. Was it?
Yeah,
Were you
I remember
setting
this
up?
one. It's coming back to me.
Okay.
We just want to say thank you to all these all our factory people. Look at the champagne is flowing right now, folks, and it's flowing all over the place. We are getting wet.
Nothing keeps Larry Ward out of trouble. He's a nightmare.
I got you.
Hollywood, Hollywood.
There it is.
Make sure I beat Heath Voss all the races because when he beats me, he rubs it in. So that's one of my goals.
You know, I'm a married man now, so we want to get the family atmosphere around the pits, and you know, so it's like a little picnic in the park.
So is it sort of like with the family atmosphere? You're sort of like the father, and is Robbie sort of like the kids?
Yeah, you know, you got to make, especially Larry. Larry's always misbehaving, so you got to try and control them, and you know, I got to whip in the back in case they get out of shape.
Why don't you go to the Yamaha guys or something?
We did.
You know, somebody that's important.
That's his dad.